there, vloggies. Joe Powell, McVlogger Nuts here, and no, I shouldn't do that intro. I've been dying to do that intro, though. I'm telling you right now. Just totally ripped off McJuggernuggets video intro there. But anyway, I'm supposed to go over to Mom and Dad's house today, but it turns out I don't need to now because Dad got his IT dick at work to set up his phone and watch and all that shit. So yeah, I was kind of looking forward to going over there and taking a look at this watch and seeing what it can do and seeing if it's any good, because it's a $40 watch. I shit you not. I looked it up on Amazon.ca. It's a $40 watch. I'll show you a picture of it. Meow. Like, tell me that does not look like my Samsung Galaxy Gear. It looks identical. You got the camera on the top, you got the watch face, you got the button on the bottom that brings you back to the home screen. And look at that price, $36.99 and free shipping. DZ09 smartwatch, latest card, Bluetooth support, Android, Apple system, watch, mobile phone, Android smartphone, watch black. Now what's different about this one here versus mine is it actually has a SIM card slot in it. So you can just take your SIM card out of your phone, slap it in here, and now it's a phone. But it's got the ability to sync to your phone, supports SIM card, sleep monitoring, all the other bullshit, pedometer, everything that my friggin' Samsung Galaxy Gear had, which those watches go for about 300 bucks. Well, they went for 300 bucks. I don't know what they go for now, even if they sell them. They have it in this. And the thing is the battery is the same size. Here, we'll scroll down a bit, and I'll show you the specs here. So it's got features. Come on, focus, piece of shit. So it's got a 533 megahertz MTK 6260A CPU. 125 megs plus 64 megs memory supports. Doesn't have as much memory as my watch had. My watch had a gig of RAM, of storage. This one here seems to only have not even a full gig, but you can put a TF card in it, you know, a SD card, a micro SD, whatever you want to call it. It supports GSM 850, 900, 1800, 1900. So theoretically, I could go to Rogers, buy a SIM card, get on a pay-as-you-go, put it on there, and have a backup cell phone. Does SMS texting, mobile SMS, Bluetooth synchronization, push, entertainment, MP4, MP3, local play. Like, it's not a bad little setup. Two-way anti-throw warning. What the fuck? Anyway, pedometer, sedentary reminder, according to personal preference at any time. Reminder, activities. Okay, anyway. Sleep monitoring, which is awesome. I used to love that on my watch. Takes a photo, and you should be able to transfer the photo to your phone. Watch remote control of mobile. Like, it's got a lot of cool features for the price. I just don't know. I wanted to play with it and see if it was any good, because the problem I have is you watch YouTube reviews, and you don't know if the son of a bitch is being paid off by some Chinese company to talk good about the phone, or to talk shit about it, right? Like back in the day when I was endorsed by Deal Extreme and they used to send me free shit in the mail to review, if the thing was shit, I fucking let you guys know. I talked bad about it. Like if it was a poorly built construction, it didn't work right out of the box, it was a pile. Like look at the son of a bitch glasses that I got off of them, the original ones, the ones that my profile pic were based off of. They didn't work out of the box. I couldn't get them to start up. I had to take them apart and resolder the battery joint on because it wasn't a clip-on battery. The fucking thing was soldered right to the device, and they cold soldered it, and it didn't work. And I let you guys know that the build quality sucked and they didn't work right out of the box, and I had to tinker with them. The only thing was the price of them. Like you could buy those son of a bitchers, and they did 720p video, and they were like 30 bucks. And the other problem was if you had a slow micro SD card, the video got all artifacted because it couldn't write the video fast enough to the card. Therefore, it skipped frames and it skipped half of the video feed. It really bogged things up. So I let you guys know, and that's my issue with watching YouTube videos on the DZ9 is it could be shit. It could be a pile of bunk. The battery, even though it's the same size battery that I have in my smartwatch, and I know if I'm using my smartwatch just to notify me of text messages and Facebook messages, and I'm not taking too many pictures with the Samsung Galaxy Gear, I know I can use that watch for easy 3 days before I have to charge it. What I'm worried about is this one here being different, is if they don't take into consideration power consumption, and you got to charge this thing every 25 minutes, you know? Like if it really sucks that bad, then that's a problem. So Dad's playing with it, but he's not really one to do reviews because he hasn't really played with a smartwatch before. So I don't really know what he can tell me about it. My other big question is it's like it's got a camera on board, but nowhere in the specifications it says what the heck the megapixels of the camera is. That's kind of a pain in the cock and a big downer for me. The other watch I was looking at was this one right here, the Q King. Q King, the most powerful multifunction all-in-one Q whatever. It has an IPS screen, 2 megapixel camera. So now we know what the camera is. Bluetooth pedometer, watch, cell phone. The reason I miss having a smartwatch ever since I bought this new Asus phone, because I used to use that thing all the time. Now this one here, trying to find the specs on it. It's got an HD display. Okay, phone functions. Way to fucking screw that one up, Amazon. Make phone calls directly from the watch, including answering and dial-up. SIM slot support. Make calls by Bluetooth or smartwatch. So it supports. Doesn't say what frequencies it supports, but further down it probably does. So it's a 3200 mAh battery or a 500 mAh battery. They're not even sure. Lovely. Display is an FTF, probably a TFT screen, IPS screen. Oh wow, they just write down anything they want. 0.3 megapixel, 2 megapixel. So they don't even know what the hell the camera is. 100% brand new and high quality. Yeah, anybody could write that. Okay, are you seeing that? It says, oh, where's my finger? Right here. It says camera, 0.32 meg. Then down here it says camera, 2 meg. Like, fucking pay attention to your writing. And then it says battery 500 mAh down here. But then up here it says battery 320. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch some YouTube reviews on this and look between the lines because I really do miss having a smartwatch. Well, just another day where I've done dick all. Except for shit my pants. Thinking I'm going to go out. I want to go get some supplies, some more foods and stuffs and junk and shit. You know, it's been a while since I left the house. I probably should do that every once in a while, right? Even though it's freezing as frig outside. Ridiculous weather. But, go grab some groceries and get my jacket on, that is. Yeah, it's winter time. Sun sets way too soon. And it sucks. Even though the days are getting longer, they're not getting longer fast enough, you know what I mean? So, I'm just anxious for the weather to warm up so Rex and I can play motorbike mechanic and he can show me how to do stuff on there and we can get that bike all tuned up. I still got to call the insurance company and find out how much that's going to ding me a month. I'm also not even sure if I can clear the driveway. That back end looks pretty brutal. Let's go take a peek here, take a gander. Oh yeah, I should be able to clear that. It's not a big deal. Just looks worse from the house. But that's not deep. Okay, we should be alright. Fire up the car. Wow, that was a brutal start. We'll get the key in the old ignition. Yes, I know, people, the carpet looks like a sandbox. Come the springtime, I'll clear that. Unlock the door. Get all the snow off the car. Gotta clean out this back seat too. Yeah. Get this all off the car. Because it's illegal to be driving around with snow in your car, eh? For obvious reasons. Safety first. I remember a couple years ago, I was going to pick up cigarettes. Actually, I was vlogging at that time, I'm pretty sure of, but I wasn't filming the drive to the reserve. And as I was flying down the highway, going to the reserve, a freaking car had a bunch of snow on the roof of his car there, and it launched. It ripped off in a solid plate the size of a roof of a car, flew through the air, and landed
on the highway on the opposite side on incoming traffic. And that could have banged me out if it would have came back, because he wasn't that far ahead of me. And that would have sucked, man. That probably would have broke my sunroof. Alright, clear this all off. Make sure the license plate's clear. That's also illegal. $110 fine, which I don't really want right now. And when I come back, I have to check the mailbox, but right on. Alright, let's skedaddle. I haven't been going out very often, which is fine because it saves on fuel. I'm gonna have to keep the heat on. Sorry if you can't hear me, but I'll just try and talk a little louder than I normally do. But yeah, I haven't been going out much, been saving on fuel because I got nowhere to go and no place to be, so frig it. Last time I fueled up was a while ago, and I still got 3/4 of a tank of gas left, so that's probably good. Because when you got nowhere to go, it's like, why bother going out? I still got to go to the MTO though. I got to I got to get that motorcycle in my name, get my license renewed, and I got to do all that by March though, so it's not a big deal. Then I got to get a new sticker for this car, and then once spring hits and the weather cleans up and I can get into the Trans Am again, I want to take that smog pump off, see about lubricating it so it works, so I can then go ahead and get that car running properly and then put it up on the market and get rid of it. Might as well dump it. I don't plan on driving it, so frig it, right? If all else goes well, I'll be driving this car or the motorcycle in the spring or summer, whenever I get my licensing done, which is another thing. I called the Canadore offices, that's the local college here, to find out when the motorcycle course is taking place, and they haven't decided on dates yet, so I couldn't register. That sucks. Gotta wait and figure that out. So then once I figure that out, that's when I'll go 2 months prior, go write my M1 test, and get the learner's permit for motorcycle, but I won't be driving then either. I'm gonna wait until I get my M2 because insurance on that motorcycle for an M1 is outrageous. I know my buddy did it, and he was on a cruiser, I think they're called, the Phaser. Isn't that a cruiser? Or is that a sports bike? I'm not sure. Could be a sports bike, but it was actually cat piss. He got his M1 and started riding right away, and then got his M2, and his insurance dropped drastically. So that's my plan. Is I'm not going to get my my bike insured right now. Right now it's not insured. Once I get the ownership transferred over, I'm probably going to put parking insurance on it just for the time being, and then come driving time, I'll put the coverage on it, the PLPD. I'm not going to put full coverage on it because that's stupid. I'm just going to put simple insurance on it. Why put full coverage insurance on a bike that has a sales receipt for $50 fucking? That's what the guy said I paid for it, $50. That's pretty awesome. You know, because I got to pay taxes on that, which is ridiculous. You got to pay taxes when you buy a vehicle, and then when you sell a vehicle to someone else, they got to pay more taxes. It's like, what the frig, man? The taxes were already paid on the sale. It's not like when I go on Kijiji and buy a computer off of somebody, or a camera, or a fucking lawnmower, I got to pay taxes to the guy on Kijiji because he has to pay the government back. Shit don't work like that. So why the fuck does it work like that for vehicles? Frig, government ripping people off. That's why it works like that. Friggin' brutal. Yeah, there's something else I wanted to talk about too. I'm going to talk about that on the way back. But yeah, I got to pay the taxes on that. So I think it's the full HST, 13%, which means I'm going to have to pay $8 in tax unless they go by the black book value of the bike. Then it's going to be a little bit more, but you know, whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We'll get shit all straightened out, and then life will be good and hunky-dory, and we'll be able to freaking give her again. So this summer, I know a lot of you are anxious for moto vlogs, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to incorporate those directly into the vlog, or if I'm going to make those separate things where I drive around and talk about shit. I I still want to do the vlogging live shows, like the real shows. I know a lot of moto vloggers, you never see their face and you always question what they look like in real life. You know, a lot of people did that with 13 More Depth. They didn't know what he looked like. All they had to do was just go to his Facebook page, and there's pictures of him with his kid and all sorts of shit like that. It's like there was no mystery. It's just if you only live off of YouTube, then you'll never know. And people are like, oh, he's probably an ugly fuck and stuff. And it's like, no, actually, you know what? He's not a bad looking dude. If I was gay, I'd probably date him. But I'm not, so that's aight. But no, seriously, like a lot of people are like, well, motovloggers, you never see their face, they're so mysterious and stuff. Well, it's because you're not looking hard enough. Hey, Euro Truck Simulator. But yeah, with me, it's like you guys already know how ugly I am, so there you go. You know, it's just going to be seen from behind a mask. But I don't know if I'm going to motovlog right away. I might get used to driving first, and once I'm used to driving, then we'll take it from there. But I was all like enthralled, like Rex or Struckus was telling me, when you want to make a left turn at high speeds, you got to push on the left bar. Well, in my mind, pushing on the left bar turns the wheel right, so you'd pile. You'd end up going right. That's what I thought. But no. There's this whole new transition happening that doesn't apply to the mini bikes, where counter steering. I was unaware of counter steering because the mini bikes don't follow this logic. Mini bikes, you want to turn right, you turn the wheel right. You want to turn left, you turn the wheel left. There is no friggin' counter steering on a mini bike. They handle like a whole different beast. Any hoozle. We're down here at the grocery store, beer store. I'm gonna head over and get supplies. And on the way back, there's something I want to talk to you guys about, which could affect the state of Apple products and cars in the future. Alright guys, until then, peace the frig out. Alrighty guys, we're back, and chances are we don't need the heat blowing. It's still pretty warm in the car. But something I wanted to talk about was this whole Donald Trump idea of bringing manufacturing back to the United States. Definitely not against it. Definitely for it, because it'll bring jobs. But my only problem is the companies he's attacking are profiteering gluttons. For instance, he wants Apple no longer manufacture out of China, okay? Anybody who's priced out an Apple MacBook or an Apple Mac Mini or an iMac, you're already well aware that those things are expensive as frig. And this is after they make the savings from having it done over at Foxconn in China, having all their items built for them at Foxconn. They still charge an arm and a leg for it. So, you know, they're probably paying these guys like $4 US an hour to assemble this shit. And in turn, they put those savings back on us, the customer. They're paying $4 an hour to these people to build the computers. Now Trump says we're going to force them to either manufacture here or pay a 35% tax. Same goes with car manufacturers too. All the domestics, Dodge, GM, Ford, or Chrysler, GM, Ford, if they want to manufacture in Mexico, 35% fucking sales tax on that for not manufacturing here, not manufacturing in America, right? So let's say Apple says, fuck you, we're going to keep going in China and we'll pay those taxes. Where do you think that 35% charge is going to go? If you guessed on the product itself, you're correct. Because let's face it, all these companies, like Apple for instance, last year they made $1 billion. That means this year they want to make more than $1 billion. They want to beat their record every year. You know, when you see Apple sales were down this year, they only made, they were down $100,000 in sales or whatever it may be, $1 million in sales. It's not money lost, it's money they didn't make. It's not like they lost $100,000 or $1 million or $100 million somewhere. They just didn't make that money. They don't want to see that on their yearly statistics. They just want to see that they made more money this year than they did last year. So in order to do that, prices go up. Will it be good for jobs? Fucking rights, it'll be great for jobs, you know? A whole bunch of Americans now getting jobs, working in factories, building cars, building computers. You know, just like how it was before outsourcing to other countries. But the profiteering gluttons will not let up on the fact that they quote-unquote lost this money. It's costing them more to produce it. So where it costs them more, because they're not going to be able to pay some American $4 an hour to fucking sit in a factory and build shit. They're going to want proper factory wages, 15 bucks an hour, 17 bucks an hour. All that money spent has to go somewhere, so it's going to go back on the product. So you're going to see a Mac Mini for what? Right now the lowest one is what? 500 bucks, $4.99 out the door before taxes. So you're going to see those little Mac Minis all of a sudden $649 for a Mac Mini. And all it's got is an i5. Maybe $749 for the Mac Mini. For the Big Daddy Cool Mac Mini, it's probably going to be around 1,300 bucks. For a little box the size of a CD case computer. It's not going to do any good. Now, like I said, I'm all for it, but the profiteering gluttons need to not change the fucking prices on their items. They can't adjust because now it costs them more to manufacture. But they will. We already know they will. This is the reason why I won't buy an Apple computer. This is the reason why, like domestics, if the price goes up, it'll cost you more to buy a Ford Focus than it would to buy a Honda Civic. We already know the reliability of a Honda Civic. Those fucking cars go forever. Toyota Corolla, go forever. Ford Focus, you're probably good for 5-7 years and then everything breaks, if you're lucky. That's if you haven't had the GM syndrome where you got to get every component under the hood recalled. I don't know, man. It's gonna cause more problems than solutions, and I don't think Trump's looking outside the box. Like, mind you, if more Americans are working, making more money, they can afford to spend the money, but will they want to? That's the big question. So, I don't know, I'm just tossing that one out there. That's my insight on it all. You guys probably have a different insight about why it's good and why it's bad. Let me know in the comments below. Try and be nice. Try not to be too belligerent, because I know some people will just call me a fucking moron and let it go. But that's my sights on things. Anyway, I'm almost home, so I'll chat with you guys when we get there. Alrighty, I just fired up the Dynamic Duo. We got the air fryer over here, cooking me a steak. Rice cooker, we got rice in the bottom, and up top we got veg, so that'll be awesome. Getting some dinner going up in this bitch, so we'll check on that after it's done cooking. I don't know what we're doing tonight. I know the Bait and Sketch show is on at like 8:30. I'm probably going to watch that on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, look up the Bait and Sketch show. They usually talk about political things and other things and stuff and junk, and sometimes the shows are super serious, sometimes they're not, but hey, whatever. It's awesome entertainment, so check it out. So I'm probably going to check that out. And I'm probably going to GTA tonight. I feel like a GTA type of mood tonight. Yeah. Anyway, guys, everything should be cooked by now. Apparently not. Son of a bitch. Figured everything would be done, because I know the steak's done. Oh, delicious looking. Look at that. Look at it. What the frig is this shit doing? Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, this is done. Okay, let's get a plate ready. Look at it. Just look at it. That's awesome. Unsupervised prepared meal ready to go. What do you say? Obviously not much. So I'm going to go eat. If you're hearing noises upstairs, that's the Bait and Sketch show. It must have just started, so I'm going to go watch that, eat some food, and I think we're going to Grand Theft Auto after. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Well, that was fun. Just played some Grand Theft Auto and had a little bit of a live stream. Gotta love the live streams. And now I gotta rock a fierce piss. So we'll go ahead and let Scruffy Fluffy Puppy Whoopie outside, because look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's like a little bouncing chihuahua. I called you a chihuahua. What do you think about that? Whoa, what the fuck happened? What'd you do? Well, then quit jumping around like a... Relax. Did you hurt your paw? You okay? What happened? Stay. Come here. Yeah, he's walking around. I don't know what the fuck that was all about, but... I didn't do anything to him. He just fucking screamed like he got hurt. Told you. Old dogs can't jump like that. But he fucking still insists on it anyway. See what Stupid's doing. We're 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 doing. I don't know what the fuck he did. I vacuumed this, so there shouldn't be anything sharp on the ground. I don't know. Get in the yard. Oreo, hey, in the yard. Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck happened there, but he fucking lost her. She's irate about something. Flopping her tail around. Skippers! It's funny because one thing she never does that Felix always did was brush up against me. She doesn't do that. She just does her own thing. And why the fuck did he actually yelp? Is he hurt? Because I know he was acting weird. Come on, Oreo. I let him out a while ago and he went pretty deep out into the backyard. And when he came in, he was favoring his right side, right rear paw. So, I don't know. Are you okay? Don't jump. Stay down. No more of that jumping shit. But you're okay? No, stay down. Must have fucking hurt himself jumping. He's getting to that age. He's 7 years old. Whatever he said, at the 20th. I know the date is today, but he's 7 years old now, so he's getting to that age. Hey, kitten, mitten. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'll never pet you again. I'm so sorry. All my pets hate me right now. Oh, jeez, I'm just trying to pet the kitten mitten. Yeah. Twirl the tail. Yeah, you don't like that kind. You really don't. Oh, he's a good girl. Who's a good girl? Yeah, who's a good girl? Who's a woo? Who's a woo? Who's a woo? But yeah, he's getting old as fuck, so chances are his arthritis is kicking in. That's something that Pomeranians get. But, I don't know. Fuck. If I see him gimp-limping anymore, though, he's going to have to go to the vet and get his shit checked out. Anyway, people, I'm going to shut the vlog down here, get it all edited up and uploaded to YouTube and all that nonsense. So on that note, if you like today's video, you know what to do. Go ahead and click the like button. Lets me know you like the video and I like that. Don't forget that Twitter and Instagram links are in the description. If you're on that media and you want to follow me, by all means, give her a go. Don't forget to also leave a comment if you have any comments or concerns about this video. I love to read those, and sometimes I reply to them. Holy shit, what a concept. And until next time, guys, keep on vlogging.